So these are my top 5 favorite things about the Yamaha R7. What's going on, you guys? So today we are back with another video, and we're going to get into some things today about the R7. So I've had this bike for about 7-8 months now, so I'd have a pretty good understanding of it, which is why I want to talk to you guys about my personal favorite things about this bike, in case you were thinking about picking one up or interested in it just to know about. So let me start off with number 1, and that's going to be the exhaust note of this bike. This bike sounds so good, and the camera never picks up just how good it sounds. It's always distorted, or it doesn't capture as loud as it really is. But the exhaust note on this bike, once you put a full system, is so unique, and it's such a good tone. Let me just do a couple of downshifts so you guys can hear it. Especially at the higher RPMs. Do a couple revs. So let's see how that picks up, but this thing sounds insane. Now, second would be the power on this bike. Now, I know it's not a high horsepower bike, it's not a highway bike, and it doesn't shine in the straights, but around town, around your city, as a street bike, this bike has such a good power level, because it's so usable. And with this motor, you don't have to search for the power in a really high RPM. It's going to be there for you in the low power band. So it's what makes this thing so fun around the street, because there's so much low end torque, especially once you do a flash. That's where it really shines, with that torque. But since there's so much low end torque, it makes it so fun when you're not going that fast. It's nice 570. I think it was a 600 LT. That was clean. McLaren orange too. But you can have so much fun on this bike without having to go crazy. And that torque just adds onto the whole driving experience. That's why people love using this thing as a stunt bike, because of all that torque low end, you can just pop wheelies like that. It's really easy. So as far as usable power and enjoyability, you find it on this thing. Of course, you're not going to get 600 level top end going with a high top speed, but that's not the purpose of this bike. Also, track wise, this power level and this bike is really good for the track and some back roads. This thing kills it on those. Now, the third reason would be the technology, or lack thereof. And now you may be thinking like it's a bad thing, but the way I look at it, at least for me personally, is I enjoy the lack of technology, because I'm still working on becoming a better rider. I have a lot of improvement to go. It's not even funny. This bike is great for that because of how simple it is. There's no traction button, there's no mode button, there's no any infotainment buttons. It's really just throttle and brakes. And the fourth reason why is because of Yamaha reliability. This bike, I have absolutely no fear of anything really going wrong with it, or that I'm gonna have to drain my pockets to fix some issue that comes up with this thing, because it's a Yamaha. That's like a Toyota or Honda, basically. So you're not going to come into any issues with these parts being too expensive, these modifications being crazy expensive like some of the Italian bikes, or this thing just giving you constant headaches. You're not going to have to deal with that. And that's what I really like about this bike, because I just have such peace of mind. I modded it up, voided the warranty because I tuned it, did the mods that I wanted to do, and I didn't have to be scared about it, that, oh, if something goes wrong, well, now that's it. Because nah, this thing, I know I can get it, I know I can turn it on every day, drive it to 10,000 miles without a single issue. And let me pull over to tell you guys the last one, which is, in my opinion, the best reason to get this bike and best reason about it. So the number one best thing about this bike is the looks. Now, no matter whether you like the motor that's in this or not, whether anything else about this bike, regardless, the looks are the best part. And especially in this colorway with the orange reddish wheels on the white paint, it just pops so much. And the rear end too looks sick. This taillight and this whole rear cowl, rear end with the air that can pass right through looks so cool. Really sleek bike all around. And again, in the front fascia, you have these really sleek headlights right here. And hopefully the camera picks it up, but this paint has an insane amount of flake in it. It just looks, it looks like someone just threw a whole pound of glitter at it, which looks, in the sun, amazing. So yeah, styling wise, Yamaha knocked it out the park on this thing. So yeah, that has to be my top 5 favorite things about the Yamaha R7. And let me know below in the comments what you guys think, your thoughts on my list, what you would do, and what you personally think the top 5 are on this bike. Or maybe you just think this bike's a pile of junk. Let me know in the comments regardless. I'd really like to hear you guys' opinions on it and what you think. Now your boy's gonna go hit the gym, so I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.